They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's got Smith here. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a first down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with Breece Hall. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
That's caught. Jack Bech with it. And he makes it all the way down to the 13-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 46 yards.
Well, after the standard 2-week layoff, you always wonder how's your offense going to respond and come out and play here in the Super Bowl. Well, they got a great answer right there and almost a sigh of relief on that side of the field because now they've got to feel like they can use their entire playbook and game plan for this one.
And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down. Now back to throw. Taken in left side, it's Wilson. Touchdown, Jets. Garrett Wilson, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Jets are on the board first here in this Super Bowl. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0.
Wizards nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in the landing zone, this will come out to the 20. Looking to put a drive together. Purdy will set up to throw it here. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. This Super Bowl, of course, just a huge one for this head coach. The first time he's walked the sidelines in a game of this magnitude. And you know, I might normally ask the cliche, what's going through his mind right now? But maybe the better question, CD, they find some open field here. Inside the 10. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. It's a quarterback sneak. And no signal, but I don't think he got the surge behind center. No, he's going to be kept out of the end zone. They'll try and sneak it here. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially no gain on the sneak. Kind of a wasted play there, and now it's third down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Touchdown! Jack Bech taking it in. And the Jets will add to their first quarter lead here in this Super Bowl. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
They'll take over. First down and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He'll find Shaheed out to the right. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at the 45. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive. Come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to two people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Leads to 2nd and 10.
They run with a dangerous Saquon Barkley. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 12 yards there and a first down. When you're down early, how do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offense coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
Now Purdy. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Here's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Purdy. And his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Jets are going to take over here up near the 40. Looking to put a drive together.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
He dumps this one off here to Hall. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. They'll drop the throw. Now he's going to step up and run. A lot still to go here in Super Bowl 61. We have reached the end of 1 quarter of play. We'll be back in just a moment. 14-0 is our score. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
From the 42-yard line, here's the 2nd and 8. Looking to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Good defensive call right there because they had someone shadowing him along his entire route. And he was right there ready to provide a hit that prevents him from adding another catch to his big start.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Back to throw here. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Boy, a call like this, certainly tougher to make in a Super Bowl, but they'll go for it on 4th down. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down. He'll look to throw. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 4th down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field. They'll give to Hall. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. His 2nd catch in the Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a 1st down. Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed on to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
To the sideline and incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Caught by Turner. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone.
1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
Into a mass of bodies, and I think they held him out. They did. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they showed passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
2nd and goal from the 1. They'll try to run with Hall. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there forcing a loss on that play.
2 minutes on the clock in the second quarter of this Super Bowl. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. And he is going to lose yardage here. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Now the Jets will call on a field goal unit here. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. They already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
Oh, good return up past the 30. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey already? The one that you're throwing it to? And maybe you have to be stern a little bit. Whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Evident there that he learned his lesson from the last drive. No way he was going to force a throw that time. When nothing broke open, kept it, and ended up running for a first down himself.
Back to throw, Purdy. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Looking for the out route. He's got it. Complete to Kittle. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 1st and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Get set, get set. 18, watch out. Yellow.
Again, it's Purdy to throw it. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And Purdy finds a way to move the chains. He slides to a stop, and he's got the first down.
15 yards.
It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Yellow. 18, yellow.
Purdy from the gun. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play.
Get set, get set. 118. Watch out.
Out of the shotgun, they roll with Barkley. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. This is first and goal, and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime.
Virginia Beach. First down. First and
Purdy.
goal at the 8-yard line.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line. Second and goal. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And it's caught. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in the Super Bowl. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one.
His guys take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And right now, their chances of hoisting that Lombardi trophy not looking too great, but perhaps that long halftime, maybe it did them a world of good.
But if there's ever a chance to regroup, it's in this game, right? Because you do have that long halftime, a chance to really assess things and maybe make some changes and true adjustments. They played great all year long. That was the worst first half of the season for them. They're hoping to put it behind them and come out punching here in the second half.
Left side to Lane. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. And obviously they want that run yardage, so they decline the penalty.
No doubt about it. Smart on their part. They finished off the play. But if you're going to jump, if you're going to commit a penalty, it's your job to finish off the play so you don't give up big gains like that.
Purdy now to throw. Connects with Kittle underneath. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
George Kittle. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
They go play action here. Purdy. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. What a play that turns out to be. 36 yards.
First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. First and 10. Purdy looking to throw. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And the Jets force the turnover, and they'll take over at the 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they had the big halftime lead. Their defense just helped them out further by forcing the turnover, so things are starting to look pretty rosy.
They certainly are, but they've got to be careful about getting complacent, though. They still need to go out and run their offense efficiently.
It's a gain of 20.
So first and 10 now from the 30. They'll set up to throw. Over the middle, it's complete. They'll wind up getting just a yard. And it's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 9. Off the 31-yard line.
He'll drop to throw. There's a short one. It's caught by Taylor. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it's 3rd and 4 now.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
goes left side. And all the way in for the touchdown. Mason Taylor, 63 yards. And the Jets are starting to open things up here in this Super Bowl. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 24.
Wizards nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
They'll take over. First down and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Throwing here, Purdy. Airing this one out for Evans. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And the Jets are going to take over at their own 13-yard line.
At their own 13-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. Here's a quick throw caught by Smith. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That one goes for 24 yards. One play has him to the 37 here for first and 10. They'll look to throw here. He's going up top for Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball. But he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space. Couldn't uncover at the end of the route. And that one winds up incomplete.
Third quarter of the biggest spectacle in sport, the Super Bowl. Thanks for joining us, everybody. 2nd and 10. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll take this all the way down to the 15-yard line. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. Out of the gun, they run it with Hall. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14. And hang on here, we've got an injured player, and that's the running back, Breece Hall. 2nd and 9. Now they'll throw here, out of the gun. On the RPO, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Credit the sack to Fred Warner.
It's 3rd down. 3rd and
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. They'll look to throw. They'll try and do this himself. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Able to find a seam for 14 yards, but still now facing a 4th down after the scramble. Now the Jets will call on a field goal unit here. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And his kick here is good. And the lead increases even further. It's 27-0 now. Well, they got the turnover and were able to drive it down, Charles, but ultimately in the end, the defense holds up and they only come away with the 3 points.
Yeah, they gave up a lot of ground, but when they had to, they settled in and prevented the interception from leading to 6 points. Because you never want to see turnovers turn into any type of points against you, but better to give up 3 than 6.
At their own 24-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
In every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Welcoming you back to Super Bowl 61, 3 quarters in the books, and ready to go for the 4th. Purdy will set up to throw it here. And my goodness, another interception. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go.
At the 41-yard line.
Now a 2nd and 6. They're going to look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
First down, Jets.
The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4 on 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world.
And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Mason Taylor, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Jets are starting to pour it on the game's biggest stage. They are running away with this Super Bowl. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. He's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Those Super Bowl hopes that they had really dwindling now here in the 4th quarter. That NFC crown that they got 2 weeks ago. And now here's another interception. Sauce Gardner picks it off. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Now the ball comes loose. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
In today's NFL, most teams don't have as many goals for the game like we used to have where you checked off your boxes. But 0 turnovers, that's a universal. And while it won't likely cost them in this game, they're going to regret the fact that they coughed one up here.
Yeah, their first blemish. They had mistake-free football prior. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
2nd and 10.
Up.
Shotgun now with Purdy. Now a run here. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Quinnen Williams. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards. Now 3rd down and very long.
Get set.
Here's Purdy. This one goes out wide for Barkley. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. If they're going to have a shot in this Super Bowl, they're going to need this one on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football.